Hello, what is up, my friends and foes alike? Let me make sure I'm actually recording. Yes, I am. Hello, this is Tony. So my girlfriend and I have been trying to start up a gaming YouTube channel to add to the enormous pile of those because I'm sure there's not enough of them already on there. Um, and we ran into some issues with recording game capture from a little bit of background. We were using the Elgato Capture HD, the one that's compatible with the PS3. It's got like a specific cord for it. Um, and we were using OBS for actual like game capture recording because the software that actually was for the device didn't really want to cooperate with us, but OBS seemed to work fine. The thing is, some of our recordings worked okay when trying to bring them into Hitfilm 4 for editing, but some of them didn't. Some of them were giving us some major issues with the audio and video sync because we were using OBS to capture the game audio and then Audacity simultaneously to record our commentary because otherwise the uh, issues of audio and video unsyncing would be just completely impossible to deal with. Anyway, I figured out, I think, I don't know exactly what the issue was, but I figured out how to solve it. And I don't know if any of. I figure this might be helpful for some of you guys to try out if you're having a similar issue. So we're gonna just load up some test footage I have in Hitfilm 4. I'd imagine if you're using like Adobe Premiere Pro, um, this this software, which is actually free for Express, seems to have a lot of the same features, so I'd imagine this would probably work similarly in Premiere Pro. So it'd be worth giving this a shot if you guys are having issues. We're just going to leave the project settings like this, 1080p Full HD at 30 FPS, leave all this alone. I don't know how much this is really even going to matter because when I import the clip, it's going to ask me to change the project settings, so whatever. So we got our project here. Let's go ahead and import those test files. The audio of our commentary recorded from Audacity in MP3 form, and then the footage that we got was in MOV format, QuickTime format. And that seems to be the root of our issues that we were having because these kinds of editing programs, from my experience, don't seem to like to cooperate with QuickTime files. So when we import this, it says sequence settings differ to the clip you're adding. So we'll go ahead and have it automatically change the sequence settings to be compatible or whatevs. Let that conform for a moment. So that's in there. Let's see. Then we're going to bring in this test audio in another lane there. We're going to mute that for a moment. Actually, no. We're going to mute this one because for syncing up audio and video, I do something very similar to what the Game Grumps do. Okay, so we're going to do a test recording before actually trying things. 1, 2. Okay, and you'll see what I'm doing there in a moment. Let me cut this right to where I begin that counting. Let's hide the video clip to make that a little more easy to work with. It's sliding around a lot more easily now, which is kind of the first sign of trouble. This cursor does not cooperate a whole lot once the MOV file is on there. 1. Okay, so let's cut that right there so it starts right when I'm starting the counting there. 1, 2. Okay. We'll mute that for a moment. I'm going to try to find where I start actually doing like the flipping through items. Ooh, buddy. Come on. Okay, so it seems to start right about... Whoa, God. Okay, so we'll go ahead and slap this right on... Oops. Right on there. And we'll go ahead and ripple delete everything before that. Good lord, this is laggy. Come on. Let's zoom that out a bit. Okay. Let's see if this actually cooperates. Come on, just go to the beginning. Oh, right, I have that muted.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Let me take another look at that. I don't know if I have it synced up right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
It's hard to tell because if I bring this back again, you'll notice that when I start playback,
1, 2,
it hangs
1, 2,
for a moment there before actually playing the video, regardless of how many times I bring this back to retry the viewing.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And that's a consistent problem that I'm going to mute this for a moment. That's a consistent problem that we were having when we were playing back like the actual game footage that we recorded for our actual, thing. Is that it would the video would very frequently like just hang for a few frames like this. And skip some frames on the timer and such, and just no matter how many times we went back, it wouldn't get any better. So, let's go ahead and unmute that, and let's jump to somewhere later in the clip, I guess. Oh, God. Let's jump to about here. It's really bad right now. I don't know if maybe that's just because the video hasn't loaded up. Okay.
All right, I think that's probably good.
That's probably adequate.
Okay, so that's some heavy unsyncing there, as you'll notice. Like, it's at least close in the beginning, but I should be saying, that's about enough when, like, after Spyro's fallen into the water there. So, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go back to import here. And this is what really threw me off, but we're going to rename this. Not going to bother putting it through any conversion software or anything. We're just going to rename it to have the extension of MP4. Follow me? I'm going to change it. Oh, right. Okay, so can't do that just yet. I've got to actually delete this clip first. That's fine. Delete that. Then we'll rename MP4. Yes. Okay. So then we'll bring this in. Find the syncing spot again. You'll notice that the cursor seems to be cooperating a lot. It's not perfect, but it's a lot more cooperative than it seems to be before, at least from what I can tell. Okay, so let's cut there. Ripple delete. And let's see if this cooperates any better.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Let's see that again.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
You'll notice immediately that it's no longer hanging for a couple frames at this beginning of the playback here.
1, 2.
It's just playing
1, 2,
immediately.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
So let's once again bring the capture forward closer to the end of it.
Just this never-ending running. Oh, I fucked up. All right, I think that's probably good.
So you can tell from the echo there that it's still a little bit unsynced, but it's still almost perfectly to where it needed to be. So from what it seems like, changing your your video format from MOV to MP4 without even converting it, just renaming it, seems to fix that sort of audio desync problem immediately. And I cannot for the life of me say why, but it seems to work. So yeah, if you guys are having major issues with your audio, with your commentary audio gradually getting more and more fucked up from your actual footage, check to see if it's an MOV file and try just changing the extension and see if that helps, because it worked for us. Um, that's about all I had to this, I guess. But yeah, hopefully this helps some people out there. Uh, I know it's gonna help me out. And yeah, I mean, if you can, I guess just try to avoid recording in MOV format if you can, because that seems to be an issue with some editors. All right, so thanks for checking this out, guys. Hope it helps. See you on the channel.